Now, in this world, as a sad and fragile little man, I've only been afraid of like 3 things in the world. Number 1, snakes. Number 2, clowns. And most importantly, streamers and YouTubers who fake themselves. Now, I could go down on the rabbit holes of all the things I don't like about them, but the quickest example I could give right now is Hassan, who has been buzzing all over TikTok for his controversy that he did with his dog. Whenever this poor fragile dog tried to leave her couch and like roam around, this big burly man would just shock him or her for no reason. And she would literally be sleeping there for like an hour and a half not moving. And suddenly when she wants to twitch a finger, even like move a nail, this guy just decides to shock her for no reason. And he even tried hiding it too. He literally showed the camera saying that it was a vibration collar. But that's old news right now. I'm talking about the big leagues right now. There's been 2 controversies that have been going around. Everything about Emiru being violently attacked at TwitchCon to now allegations with MizKif. And for those who also don't know who's under a rock again, MizKif is another popular streamer. And unlike the sexual assault allegations that he's gotten before, he's gotten another one from Emiru. Now this is going to be a long clip and less commentary, so please be advised this is a very sad story. And again, don't judge one of another until you hear both their statements.
Opening up about going to be the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that MizKif has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing. For the entirety of this year, I've attempted to separate myself from him and not talk about him at all, and not talk about this issue and just not make it a public thing. But like I said, I feel like it's gone to the point, which I'll explain later, that I feel like it just has to be done. And I don't believe he will ever stop behaving the way he does. He has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him, and they all refused. At TwitchCon, he approached one of my employees, threatening them and saying if I ever talked about him, he would destroy me. Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits, since I had several of my rabbits pass away over the course of 3 years while I lived with him. I have a few more things I would like to get out of the way before I start talking about all of this. I'm also going to be showing a few screenshots validating what I'm saying. I have more things, but this is what I felt comfortable using today. We started dating. We were in a relationship starting January 2022. It was definitely slow over time that bad things started happening. At the start, he would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruised very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye. At the time, I just kind of was, you know, I just brushed it off. And after that happened, his behavior started getting a lot worse. You know, like a very delicate branch just kind of snapped. He never wanted to stream at the same time as me. Like, we really avoided it. And to me at the time, it made sense because, you know, I was like, well, of course, like, you know, we share a lot of community members. I'm live, he's live, we're both streaming. And then I check my Discord messages and he's messaging me saying like, Emmy, you know, I'm gonna kill myself. I waited, or I'm gonna KMS, I waited. Basically, he was upset because I had higher viewership than him. There were many ways out of that house. He intentionally chose the door that was right by my room. He starts walking behind my stream and slamming the door so loud that my noise gate can pick it up. So even people on my stream are able to hear this is happening. He slams it so hard and so many times that the front door literally broke. The lock did not work anymore. I get up and I go talk to him and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, Emmy, like, I hate all you guys. Like, all you guys do is just take from me. And like, I'm just done. Like, I'm just done. Like, I don't know what else to do. He was like going off on me, like basically saying that he hated me. And he was like, go finish your stream so that people don't know anything's wrong. He would destroy furniture in front of me. He would throw things in front of me and near me. Destroy walls. Again, you can go see this in some of his VODs. Like, if we were driving in the car together, he would be going like 150 miles an hour. One time he even said like, well, now we're both gonna die. Like, threatening to kill both of us.
Wow, I don't even have any jokes to talk about. That is truly so sad, and I feel so bad for her. How could MizKif just do something like that? Just start raging on her. And they were even in a relationship where it started getting slowly and slowly worse. Now, I don't understand why she couldn't really do much. She was in a poor state. But I still think you've done something in that situation. Now, at the time of recording this video, MizKif has responded. So I'm going to put another clip showing his response.
Is this goodbye? No, it's not goodbye. Not at all. But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone. I would like to address everything that was said today. And up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her, and she even said in her situation that she bruises easily. I told her if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton of problems. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included. A lot of you guys know I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. And she knew sometimes I freaked out, I lashed out, but she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. That most of my hair started to fall out, and Emiru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan. She too started to become high-strung. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of remote-only mode. Emiru has a lot of rabbits, but as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. Here is a video up close of Emiru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. She left them to die. I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. I would use her for content, but after stream, would want to be alone. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't, and I was aggressive at times. I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe.
Now, what do I think of all this? Well, to be honest, I don't really have an opinion because they both have a very compelling argument. But honestly, if you're having XQC talk through his commentary, it's just something special.
Who is he talking to?
That really shows the seriousness of Emiru's side. Having all those pictures and all the evidence to show. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.